And just revisiting our schedule, today is, of course, 211 Day and our website launch party. So this is by far our biggest event with the most registrants and lots of participants already. So thank y'all so much for being here. Tomorrow at 11 in the morning, we will be decoding the directory with Miss Amanda Holcomb, and she will be guiding you through all of the new aspects of our directory, kind of behind the scenes, how to add your agency and update your agency, the processes that we have in place while we're still getting settled. On Thursday at again 2:11 p.m., we will become data detectives, and we will be investigating 2024 annual data and closing the case on our previous data platform. And then finally, on Friday, we have a very special grand finale to the week. We will be operating from 11 to 2:11 p.m. and we'll be hearing from some partners at Serve Virginia, as well as the Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services and their No Wrong Door program. We'll also get to hear a special presentation from our contact center director, Ms. Margaret Telsch-Williams. So it's going to be a really fun day. You're free to stop in anytime between 11 and 2:11. We'll have kind of games and fun things going on. I just saw in the chat someone is 1 square away from blackout in their bingo already. That is amazing. And that will be one of our first things we talk about today. On the detectives docket for today, we're going to do this welcome and activities. And then we'll run through the website together. I'll walk you through kind of the whole thing. We'll get to look at it together. It just went live yesterday. So if you're an overachiever, you might have already seen it just a little bit, but we'll take the time to look at each page together and then also look at what's coming up for our public search functionality. We'll have time to do some questions, and then my colleague Nelson from East Central is going to walk us through a scavenger hunt where you're going to get to really familiarize yourself with the website and get comfortable with 211 Virginia's new look. And just before we dive in, I want to give a moment to talk about some of the most important members of Team 211 Virginia, which are, of course, our partners. So we're going to hear from a lot of our partners on Friday, but we also get to hear from a few partners right now. We asked them to submit videos sharing their thoughts and feelings on 211 Virginia, how we show up in their community, and what they're looking forward to about the modernization effort. So we're going to give just a few minutes to hear from some really special agents.
Hi, I'm Lynn Kogel. I'm with the Louisa Community Emergency Fund. We help folks in Louisa County who are in a crisis situation to pay their current rent, mortgage, or utility bills to try to get them through a difficult situation.
Virginia Beach City Public Schools and the Office of Family and Community Engagement share a fantastic relationship with 211.
Hello, I'm April, the Program Director from Regenesis. We offer several services here at Regenesis. We have a rehabilitation program for men and women struggling with addiction, 3 levels.
Hi, I'm Amanda. This is Kona.
I'm Joe.
I'm Nadina.
And I'm Jim.
And we're United Way of Harrisburg and Rockingham County.
I'm here today to congratulate 211 Virginia for their new database and system, and also for the wonderful work they've been doing over the past several years, organizing various partnerships and coordinating with various service providers throughout the state. It's a wonderful resource for us because we're able to find out about other providers so we can help our clients and provide more information.
Our mission and vision is the same, where we create awareness about resources that are available within the community.
You can call there and get resources just like Regenesis, whether it's rehab or financial help. So we are super excited to partner with Nelson today.
We are a 211 agency with 211 Virginia, and we are proud to serve on the collaborative alongside other United Ways and organizations in Virginia. We get together and we talk about some juicy data, and we make sure resources in our community are listed on the platform so folks can get connected with the help and resources they need.
Really thankful for their partnership and want to continue with this collaboration.
Thanks 211 Virginia. Keep up the good work.
Happy 211 week.
Happy 211 week.
And I cannot stop smiling every time I watch that video. Thank you so much to all of those who sent in videos. And of course, also a big thank you to all of our partners not pictured. I do know that some of our partners that were in the video are on the call, so hello and thank you. We appreciate you so much. With that, we're going to go ahead and slide into the activities overview. We have some fun things going on and off Zoom this week. So I'm going to pass it over to my colleague Darian over in the Northern region.
Hello, welcome to 2-on-1 Week, 2-on-1 Virginia Week to be exact. If you were not here today, welcome today. Yesterday, welcome today. And for the rest of this week, I hope that you can attend our 2-on-1 Virginia Week. So we have incorporated, if you don't know already, a bingo, interactive bingo where it's action-based. So if you haven't got your bingo card in your email, please let me know so that you can receive your bingo card. Below are the instructions for the bingo game. So mark off your squares throughout the week as you tackle the activities that are on your bingo card. And at the end, you'll share your progress. And of course, a prize awaits on behalf of 2-on-1 Virginia and the council to show our gratitude for you participating. Here to the right, you have a finalized bingo card, which your bingo card should look like by the end of the week. We really want to see your completed bingo cards. Again, once you're completed, please show your completed cards and email them to me. My email is listed in the slide. Also, we will be provided in the chat and via email. So please show me your completed bingo card so that we can celebrate you. We also incorporated our 2-on-1 Virginia Week attendance badge. We really want to celebrate participation for all those who wanted to participate in 2-on-1 Week and took the time out to really, get to know us more. We also want to honor your partnership for just being an agency or organization that's listed on our database. And if you're not, we also want to honor your future partnership if you decide to be a partner of 2-on-1. And then we also want to recognize your impact. So every day we will present you a badge for your participation. So here we have all the badges for the week. Every day you'll get a badge sent to your email. You can post it on social media, post it on LinkedIn, another social media outlet. And you also can maybe put it on your as a work accomplishment for, I completed 2-on-1 Week, and it could be a badge of honor for you. So every day you'll get a badge sent to your email. And if you haven't gotten a badge from yesterday, please let us know so that you can receive your badge. And that concludes the activity. So thank you so much for attending 2-on-1 Week.
Thank you so much, Darian. And I really do just want to give Darian her flowers for a minute. She did such a great job getting all of these badges and bingo cards designed and is keeping track of a very busy week. So please do reach out to her if you need help. And if you feel like saying thank you and giving her a little love when you do that, please feel free to add that in. She did not pay me to say this. This is all of my own accord. So just throwing that out there.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Absolutely. But I know what we are here today for is the website. So I'm not going to spend too much longer on introductory slides, but we're just going to chat a little bit about kind of who's behind the website, how we got here, some key features to look for, and then I will open it up and we will walk through the website together. So to begin, I want to just introduce the case of the 2-on-1 Virginia website redesign. We are really leaning into our detective theme this week. Our lead agent on this case was Firefly. Firefly is an incredible marketing agency. We've had the pleasure of working with them on 2 websites now. They helped the Council of Community Services with the website redesign, and we just knew we had to have them back when 2-on-1 Virginia needed a website design done as well. And so they have been really, really fantastic in working with us to make sure that we have a new website that acts as just one-stop shop for agency and community resources. And I think they are just as relieved as we are to be marking this case closed. Not to put anyone on the spot, but I do know that we have John and Sarah from Firefly on the call. So if y'all just wanted to introduce yourselves and plug Firefly, you're welcome to come off mute and say hello real quick.
Hi, everybody. We're so happy to be here today and help celebrate the launch of the new 2-on-1 Virginia website. As Mary said, it's been a real pleasure Always getting to collaborate with this incredible team and highlight all of the work that's happening across the Commonwealth. And we couldn't be more pleased to be here and celebrate the launch today. So thanks for having us.
Thank you. Awesome. So yeah, keep in mind as we go through our beautifully designed new user-friendly website, Firefly is the lead agent behind that website design. And these are just some key features that you're going to notice on the new website. So first and foremost, everything that you need is in one place. We are so excited. We have had going on for a couple years now. 211virginia.org has been where our public search has lived, and announcements, and where you get in to add and update your agency. But that site wasn't super flexible. We couldn't do a lot of editing on it. And so we also had this MailChimp site, 211 University, where we posted agency resources, materials requests, data. We are keeping that site live for just a little bit longer, but moving forward, everything will be in one beautiful place on 211virginia.org. So we're very, very excited about that. And that includes that easy access to data reports and the 211 counts dashboard that I know some of y'all love, and as well as space for featured resources. So it's not just going to be that public search. We also do have placeholders for areas where our team can put quick links to resources. Like coming up, we're going to have tax preparation resources. It's almost tax season. So we can have those resources be front and center to make them even easier to find. We also have moved our library of agency resources and all of our 211 Virginia University guides and materials over to the new site, and have some big ambitious plans for the next couple years to really fill those out and develop them even further. And then we're also introducing a password locked space for our partners. This will probably come about in the next couple months, where you can log in and actually access additional support and materials. So for those of you that are giving extra time and effort to us, we want to make sure we're giving that extra time and effort right back to you. And this will be a space where we can do that. All right, it's time. So if you want to visit 211virginia.org in your web browser, or you can scan the QR code on the screen, I will give everyone just a minute to do that while I pull up the website on my end, and then we will start walking through together. Feels like a big moment. I feel like we need a ribbon cutting. But instead, I'm just dragging a tab over. All right. Can we all see her okay? Amazing. Thank you. I managed to share the wrong screen in our preview this morning, so now I'm a little paranoid, but perfect. This is our new website. This is 211virginia.org. And we open to our beautiful hero image of some rolling Virginia mountains. I'm a little partial. I live in Stanton, Virginia, so these mountains are my view every day. But I love that we get to incorporate some of Virginia's beauty into our site. So right when you log in, you are going to get that Get Connected, Get Help reminder, and you're going to have all of the contact methods right here. If you want our additional numbers, then you can click on this link for Call Now. That'll take you to a contact page where you can access our toll-free number, part of Hearing Line, those kind of things. You can also open live chat directly from here, send us an email, or kind of read more about those texting rates. So very easy access. This section is where those beautiful featured community resources are going to live. I'm going to talk about public search in just a minute after we go through the whole website. Public search is not yet active. We managed to introduce public search functionality in December of, not 2023, but December, this most recent December. So it will be out this month, and we're so excited to share it with y'all, but it's not quite ready to release today. We're doing some little extra tweaks in the background. But once that is live, there will be a button right here where you can access that public search, and then we'll have some featured resources right here as well. And then we're going to have some recent announcements. So as well as those featured resources, we're also going to have some kind of timely information. Right now, you can see we have tax season. Winter weather is feeling very timely as I'm looking past my screen and seeing the snow continuing to fall. And then we also are entering that crisis assistance application period. So just the reminder of those deadlines. We have a little blurb about 211 Virginia and letting you know how you can learn more. Just a reminder that we are available 24/7, 365. And then on the bottom of every page is a beautiful call to action to subscribe to our newsletter and make sure that you're getting updates on all things 211 Virginia. Down here in the footer, eventually you will also find another access option to search that public facing directory. So there'll be a big red button down here. Again, that's not quite live yet, but it's coming. You can also navigate the site, visit our social media, or scroll right back to top. On the About Us page, we've got some quick information on what 211 Virginia is, with some quick bullet points about who we are. You can read about our legal foundation and check on the code of 211, our national accreditation and the 211 network, or if you need help, then we can just give you some contact information. This is also the page where you're going to learn about our state partners and programs. So you'll see featured 988 and OAA we talked about yesterday at the State of 211 Virginia, and we're going to have No Wrong Door presenting on Friday. So we're really getting involved with our partners this year and bringing them into 211 Week. You can also learn more about our specific team and get some information on regional support. And if you want to meet the 211 Virginia team, then we all have our contact information right here on the Our Team page. So our leadership team includes Anne Marie Green, who's the CEO at the Council of Community Services, is Kathy Spangler at the Virginia Department of Social Services, and then our leadership team over at 211, which is our 3 directors, Amanda, Robert, and Margaret. And then our community engagement team, you'll see our newest member is featured. We now have Lori representing us in the Southwest, but this is your team, and you can find our phone numbers, emails, and when you click more, you'll see who we're the point of contact for. So for example, I'm your point of contact for the Northwest region, but also for Virginia Department of Emergency Management, regions 2 and 3. All that information is going to live right here. On news and media, we now have a space for any time that we are mentioned in the news or we issue a press release. You can find that here. So you'll see our last article was in March 19th. We were featured in an article about energy bills. Our press releases, our last big press release was 2021, but if we do choose to release more, this is where you'll find them. And then you can also do a link to reports and data. But because we know how important data is to all of you and we know how important it is to us, it also has its own menu item right up here at the top. You can just log in and access data right here. So right at the top of this page, you're going to find our annual report. Our 23 to 24 report will be coming soon. And then these are all of our beautiful planning district reports in one beautiful place. I am so excited to have these consolidated for y'all. And then needs and assistance. So any special topics in 22 and 23, we did special reports on housing as well as our top met and unmet needs. So this is really kind of a one-stop shop to find all of our data reports on kind of any area, whether it's geographically based or whether it's needs based. And then this is our 211 counts section. So you can visit the 211 counts dashboard. I'm not going to dive into it right now, but it's this interactive dashboard that we submit data to and is run by Washington University at St. Louis. They do a really great job of keeping things interactive, and they measure things a little differently than we do, but it's a really great snapshot tool. And we also have some tutorials here to navigate that tool as well. And then popping into community resources. So this page is not as built out right now. Again, this will be built out as soon as that public search goes live. There will be a button to find help. This search for resources button will become active, and we'll have those featured resources mentioned as well. And then you can also access those announcements, and we'll show you what that page looks like. So right in here, you can see these top 3 are the ones featured on our homepage, but you can also access Hurricane Helene recovery resources, and we'll continue to post information as things come up in the Commonwealth. For each announcement, you can see a quick picture and the description, and then we'll have a short kind of announcement itself. The body will be right below, and then each title is going to link out to a relevant resource. So where it says tax season is here, if you click that link, then that's going to take you to the IRS Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. to help you find your provider. Now, agency resources is the biggest section of the new site. So this is where we've moved 211 Virginia University. It all lives under agency resources now. So this main page of agency resources has some quick links to our most used section. So that's going to include add and update your agency, request materials, and then some emergency management and partnership information. On add and update your agency, we've first just got some quick information on why it's important to list with 211 Virginia and some benefits of listing, as well as some information about our directory and how it works. And then you can add or update your agency. You can also recommend an agency down here. So whether it's your agency or somebody else's, if you think that they'd be a good fit for the directory, but you haven't been able to find them, then this is an area where you can do that, and our team will follow up on those leads. For adding your agency, for right now, we're using a Microsoft form, and we'll get more into these processes tomorrow. We do have custom forms being built out by our new database provider, but until those are live, this Add Your Agency will link out to a new agency form, and you can just fill this out. It'll go right to our database team. And then your Update Your Agency section for now goes to a Claim Your Agency form. So again, we will talk more about this tomorrow. I'm not going to spend too much time on it today, but when it's time to claim your agency or when it's time to update your agency in the new directory, we're going to send one point person from your agency a tokenized blank that's secure that grants them access to all of your agency's listings. And from there, you'll be able to set multiple contact people, and you can distribute the link if you feel comfortable doing so. We ask you to keep that internal and just be safe and smart about it. But you can send that out. But in order to do that, we do just need one person. So we are sending those out in batches as your annual updates come due. But if you want to claim your agency before then you can fill out this form and then let us know if you have any program updates or information changes that you need to make before that annual update. Then if you put in this form, then we'll be able to reach out to you a little bit sooner. So again, we'll talk a little bit more about that process tomorrow, but we know there's going to be questions about it. So we want to touch on it a little bit each day. And this is where that form will live, and that is currently live. So if you want to start filling it out, you can. On the emergency management page, this is another one we have big plans to build out. So we just have our commitment and how we're involved, as well as some information about our partners and Virginia's patient tracking system. So some information on there. Again, this is another one we'll probably be building out, and as emergencies occur, we can place information on this page. For marketing materials, this is where you can request materials, preview them, and then you can also find our brand guidelines and logos for if you're co-creating materials or representing 211 Virginia out in the community. On the regional support page, this is where you're going to find our team's home. So community engagement, you'll read a little bit about what we do, and then you can see what services we offer. Then you'll see our beautiful regional map with everyone, so you can find your region and your community engagement specialist, and then find our contact information below. And once again, we have that information about who we are the point of contact for if you don't want to scroll between the map and our names. On partnering with 211 Virginia, we have information about our 3 types of partnerships, which are currently the Ambassador Program, the Anchor Agency Collaborative, and our contracted partnership. So if you want to be an ambassador at the moment, this just links to a contact page that you can reach out. That just involves kind of promoting 211 Virginia within your community. You can go ahead and reach out to us on there. If you are a member of the Anchor Agency Collaborative, or if you have a password to access that password protected section of the site, then this link will take you there. Again, we'll be getting that password out in the next month or so. And then you'll be able to just pop right in, and you'll be able to access meeting minutes, any specialized data reports, anything that we have available to those partners. And then finally, tutorials and guides. So this is where we're going to have all of our information, and this is something we're really, really excited to continue to build out. So our guides, our guide for providers is also our agency handbook. That's right there at the top, available. We also have a little video gallery. In the future, I think we see this as being video tutorials of how to navigate the database, how to do public search, how to update your listings. For now, we just have some PSAs and basic information, mostly from United Way Worldwide, but still good tutorials, just kind of getting you a little bit more information about 211 and how it works. Then we also have some infographics living on this page, myself and Nelson letting you know that you can come to events, which leads us into this very last page here of events and training. So 211 Virginia Week has its own special spot right at the top of the events page. And then your event calendar is going to have registration links and it's displayed. I think it's a little easier to navigate than our previous site. You'll also be able to access materials from past events. We're kind of being a little careful. So for this week, if you're looking to access materials from 211 Week 2025, you probably are still going to want to check that MailChimp site. We're really handling the new website with kid gloves. We don't want to break her. So we're being very gentle about uploading any new stuff to the site while it's still in its first week of being live. So those materials will probably be on the university site for now, but they will come to live on 211virginia.org soon. And then our 211 Virginia Week page is going to have all that session information. You can register if you haven't registered for the rest of the week. You can do that here via the site. And then you can also access previous 211 Week registration or sessions. So these are from last year and you can access those here. So I'm seeing we have a lot of questions rolling in. I'm going to go back to my slides and we can address a few of those.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, it's going to be easier to answer some of these, I think, live for the benefit of everyone than trying to kind of keep up. So I can, if you'll, Mary, if you'll reshare the website and go to the data page.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So for the data, and I get, Karen, how this might be a little confusing because our old reports are on our old site. So when you open up the regional reports on the left side, that are the regional data, they do have a QR code that way if these were printed out and distributed, that encourages people to go to their individual snapshots. Now, all of those snapshots are also now linked to the data side on the right side of all of those. So with the regional reports, you'll see on the left side is for each region, and then on the right side is all the snapshots that go along with that region. So when you click on those, it will open the PDF that you can download, so you don't have to do everything through the QR codes that way. So they kind of talk to each other. One QR code goes back to the regional reports, the other QR code goes back to the snapshot. And then our other question is about our site and it's being multilingual or in what languages. So when Mary goes over our public search, she'll talk a little bit about language accessibility. Right now, this site is just in English as far as our 211virginia.org site, but we will be able to offer some different language accessibility with our public search. But again, this is kind of our initial modernization, and then as we continue to get more investments, we'll make those decisions on some of the accessibility things as well. When it comes to getting help, though, there is many ways for accessibility, but recognizing the importance of that. I think there was another question along the same lines around closed captioning our videos. So we can make sure in the future when we create videos, and then also when we upload videos to our YouTube, making sure that we enable closed captioning for those videos as well. I'm not quite certain. Some of these are the United Way Worldwide's videos too, so we can also kind of put that feedback up the chain a little bit as well. And then let's see, I see that John responded about our platform, so that
It is custom WordPress.
Yes, the WordPress. And then I think people are interested again, if you want to go to the ad update your agency, about some of what we're going to be talking about in tomorrow's session, but just asking when we're sending those emails out, and then how long does it take to claim your agency?
Yeah. So again, we're going to spend some time on that tomorrow. But just as an overview for now, if you have a new agency, you can go to this Add Your Agency, and that'll take you to a Microsoft form. This is a temporary kind of fix. We're waiting for our database vendor to build some custom forms for us that link directly to the database. So it'll make things go a little faster. For now, you'll fill it out through here, and that will go to our database team. And then if you want to claim your agency, our plan is to send emails out in batches so that our database team isn't overwhelmed by trying to do all 16,000 program listings at once. So we're doing it by when you come due for your annual list or your annual update. If you need to get in before then, you absolutely can fill out this claim your agency form. You'll put the name of the person that you want to have access to your agency listings. And then if you can fill out in question 5, if you have any program updates that you want to get in as soon as possible to make, then we'll notice that and we'll move you up a little bit earlier rather than having you wait for your annual update. So there are options, and we just encourage you to communicate with us as we kind of get this set up and rolling and get everybody in. As for how long it will take once you kind of submit that, it's going to depend on how many other people have also sent something into the database team. I know that they will be working overtime to get people in as quickly as possible. But kind of our standard for the last platform, I believe, was a maximum 3 weeks before everything was updated. Was that about right, Amanda?
It is, as far as getting your claim your agency, though, I think we're just gonna, if you do this claim your agency page, we're gonna have those kind of on a rolling basis to a week. And I know Rob, our director of data and data analytics, is on the call, but then kind of have a turnover probably once a week with those new submissions for those. Otherwise, we have a batch plan, but then if you want to kind of jump ahead of the line, we'll have this sheet to collect those too. I will say, if you didn't attend yesterday, we did move everyone's listings over into the new platform. So your agencies are there. It's just if you need to make any updates or if you have any urgent changes that you want to make, we do encourage you to get with our database team and our community engagement team, and we can make those for you too.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
I think that's our questions for the site so far. These are great questions.
Yeah, this is what the party's for. We're here to celebrate, investigate, and kind of dig into it together. So great questions and also good feedback that for us to keep in mind, priorities, and absolutely prioritizing accessibility as we continue to move forward and develop content for the site. So thank you. Moving on, we are going to talk about public search. And I think this will also kind of match up with some of the questions that we're having and discussing as well. So our case of the 211 Virginia directory, our lead agent on this is the vendor Connect 211. We are also so incredibly grateful to them. They came in again in December of last year and have been working just incredible amounts behind the scenes to turn our directory into something that is intuitive and very easy to search for the average person. We brought them in because as we were building out the website and working with our new database vendor, our public search was going to be better, but we recognized that we had an opportunity to make a change to make it drastically better. And we wanted to spend that extra time, put that extra investment in to really make this public facing, easy to use, and really make a big change for everybody. So that is coming. And we do think that it will be very much worth the wait. These are just a few of the features that you can look forward to. So we have brand new categories based on what people search for and need the most. So we've reorganized our categories. We have some recommended search phrases. So without even having to type anything in, we're going to recommend some top searches to you to make it even easier to access those types of resources. There's also smart search suggestions. So as you type, it will fill out some suggestions of what you might want to search for. This one, maybe a little bit of explaining, but we do have unique resource URLs to easily share links to resources. So what that means is that every search result, every unique filtered search, every unique resource listing has its own custom URL that you can share. So if you search for food in Tazewell County for seniors, then you don't have to copy and save all of those resources. You can just copy the link to the search results and save that with other people who might be looking for the same thing. So that's kind of a big change, and we think will make it a little easier to navigate and share resources. The user interface is also just so much better. And while we don't have them right now, we do have the capability to implement customizable search filters so that you can filter by language, you can filter by cost, you can filter by agency hours. And we're going to kind of build those out over the next year as we see what people are searching for and maybe what filters they really need to help narrow down that search. So our search isn't live, but we do have a very comparable site that we've used. 211 Wyoming was our inspiration. They actually use all the same vendors that we do. So we can pop in and we'll go ahead and take a look at that just to see how the public search will look once it's implemented this month. So again, you can scan the QR code, or if you want to type search.wyoming211.org in your web browser. And I'm going to go ahead and bring the tab over. Let me know if you need me to go back to the slide with the QR code or the link. But this is what the public search is going to look like. They have a beautiful picture of Wyoming. We will have a beautiful picture of Virginia. Our categories will be a little different, but other than that, this is pretty much exactly what you're going to see. So you'll see right at the top, you have how can we help and your search box. Because I've accessed this page before and I had already set a location and search radius, you can see that was saved. And you can see that there's a big, long, kind of ugly link up here beyond just search wyoming211.org. And that is what's telling the website to go ahead and preload that location and search radius. So that's going to be useful. If you have location settings enabled, you can also click Use My Location. I don't, so I'm not going to click it because I'll just get a pop-up that says it's blocked. But if you do, then you can click Use My Location and your location will autofill right in here, and then you can select your search radius from the side menu. There's also this button, which I love. This is what made me fall in love with Connect 211, is this first time here, take a tour button. And if you click that, you'll see it'll walk you through exactly how to use each element of the page. And I'm going to go through it too quickly to read right now because we're walking through them together, but it will show you that so you don't have to remember what I'm talking about today. And then when you go to search, you'll see these pre-loaded suggestions. So without even typing anything, these are just pre-loaded suggestions for different search options that are already set to pull specific search results. So each of these is linked up. They have a longer list than we do. We've started with a smaller list that we'll be building out, again, kind of as we see what people are searching for and what they most need. And then if I start to type, if I type shelter, and you can see it gives me all of these options. So do you want transitional housing shelter? Do you looking for an animal shelter, a homeless shelter, domestic violence shelter, all their different options. But I don't have to pick any of them. I can just hit enter and it'll take me to search results. And this is what those search results will look like. So we'll be right in here. You can see this yellow is where I'm searching from. I told them I was in Casper, Wyoming, so sure. And then that search radius is within 30 miles. You can see there were 8 different results that pulled up for shelter. And right here in the first one is my favorite example of how this system works. You'll see this listing is called Victim Services with the Casper Police Department. It's not called, it doesn't have anything in the name about shelter, but it does right here. So on our previous website, when you did public search, it was always looking at specific fields to see if that had your keyword in it. So the title of the listing, the name of the agency. Now it's going to search the whole thing. So even if it doesn't say shelter in the title of the listing, if it says shelter in this description, it'll still show up in your search results. So that's a huge improvement. And then on the search results, you're going to see how far away the resource is from you, a description, contact information, a good overview. You can scroll through the list here. You can see them all on the map here and navigate to them that way. And then you can open and view the details of the listing. So this one just happens to be a recovery program. You can see the description and all the basic information. You can see their address on a map, different contact information, eligibility and fees, as well as service area, and then any agency information as well. So this is what listings will look like. And then you can also share the listing. So that'll give you a way to share it directly via social media, print to PDF, text or email, or you can just copy the link and then you can add it to a list. So this is another feature that we're going to be building out, but the new search vendor gives you the capability to create an account with them. So you'll see if I click it says log in to use this feature. If you create an account with them, then you can add information, you can add listings to a favorites list. And then when you log in, you can just click favorite and you'll be able to see all of the resources that you've saved. And then you can navigate back to home. There is also a form right here to submit feedback. So if you're not being able to find a resource, you can submit that up here. Or if you're having any issues with the public search, you can submit feedback here. And then you also don't have to know what exactly you're searching for. You can also browse categories. And I'm going to move us back to the slides to show you what our categories will look like. So these are ours. Although the website is live, public search is not. So this is what the categories will look like. This is our best representation so far. We've split our categories into 12. So that's going to be utility assistance, housing, food, aging and disability, employment and education, family and community support, government and information services, healthcare, income support, legal, consumer and public safety, mental health and substance use, and transportation, clothing, and household needs. The things I want to highlight here are we have our most requested categories are going to be on the top row. So utility assistance, housing, and food are always our top 3. Those are going to be right there on the top row to access. And then each of the categories is going to have 5 to 6 subcategories underneath it. I've only showcased the subcategories for that top row just to save a little space on the slide, but each category will have its subcategories that you can just navigate to. And we've tried our best to put these in common language so that everybody can understand them. It's a little bit more accessible. We know that our taxonomy is wonderful and beautiful and we love it, but it's not always the easiest to understand if you don't work directly in information referral or within the nonprofit sector. So hopefully this is going to be a little bit more of an easy to understand, intuitive way to navigate the site. Yes, thank you. And we'll also be seeking and accepting feedback on that. So as you're navigating, if you're like, well, I don't really know what that means, you can always communicate with our team, reach out, let us know that maybe something could be simplified even further. These are going to be our new searches. So once again, without typing anything, these are just preloaded. They are based once again on what we have the most resources for and what people are searching for the most. So that's going to be utility bills, a place to stay, rent and mortgage, affordable housing, food, transportation, and substance use. This is what we've started with. We plan on adding some more search phrases as we see how people behave and are using the search function in the first year. Okay, questions? I'm seeing we answered if the website is currently live. The website is currently live. Public search features should be live this month. And the Claim Your Agency form is live as well. And love plain language, so do we. We're very excited. The translation options, yes, I did not say them at all. So thank you, Erica. That is a great point. So yes, the public search will be available in both English and Spanish. Just 211 Wyoming. I don't think 211 Wyoming has that set up, so I can't show it to you right now, but we will. So you'll be able to just click on that homepage of the public search to translate it into English or Spanish. Those are our 2 most used languages. So we can kind of explore adding other languages in the future, but we're starting with English and Spanish. And then of course, all of our services continue to be available in over 240 languages. So even just accessing live chat, text, phone, all of those will continue to be available in a multitude of languages. And thank you, Shannon. We're excited too. We're hoping that this will be much easier to navigate. And like I said, I know this public search, we wouldn't have added it so last minute if we didn't think it was worth the wait. But we really think this is going to be kind of transformational to how people navigate the website and search for resources publicly. So we're very excited to share it with y'all and very excited to have it launched this month. And in the meantime, you have an absolutely beautiful new website to look through. With search features, yes, you will be able to, I'll pull it back up over here, and I'll just search shelter again. So I believe there'll be an option to sort by most relevant or by distance. I think the default way that it sorts is by distance. But for most of them, you're not going to have a super, super long list. So it should be okay. But we'll continue to kind of monitor that throughout the first year and see what additional filters we need to add. And yes, we absolutely do have agencies listed in Winchester. Off the top of my head, I don't know how many in Winchester exactly, but Winchester is within my region, and we have 1,200 agencies and over 5,000 or 6,000 programs listed throughout just the Northwest region. So we absolutely do have agencies that are serving Winchester, and you'll be able to search for them soon. Okay. Yes, we do have literacy volunteers. I've worked with, oh my gosh, it's Andy, maybe? He and I chatted when I very first started the job. He's been wonderful. Oh, that's a great question of offering widgets to add to your website. That's actually a great reminder. I'll answer that in 1 second. One fun thing about the website is that the link has changed just a little bit. It's now 211virginia.org. If you have a link to 211 Virginia on your website right now, you may just need to check that that link is still working and update it to say 211virginia.org. Our previous website had some little accessories that went after it that we don't have on there anymore. So it may or may not be working. You're gonna have to test it and see. And then Amanda, you wanna talk about how people can add to websites?
So this site, because it's technically a separate site, but we've integrated it into 211virginia.org. So when you saw Wyoming had search Wyoming .org, search 211wyoming.org, as simple as that. Ours is going to be search.211virginia.org. Now, while we would absolutely love everyone to be linked to 211virginia.org to get the entire site, if it's more so for people getting resources or it's a client-based page or something that you want to attach, you can actually link like a get help button or something on your site that directly goes to the search.211virginia.org site, and it will open up that page that Mary showed from similar to 211 Wyoming. Now, when it comes to that search widget on the 211 Wyoming page at the top, I have put in my feedback to our vendor Connect 211 that would be an awesome thing to be able to give to embed into other companies and so our other agencies and organizations. And so they do take feedback. Connect 211 is a crowdsourced model, and so they have a bunch of different developers and engineers throughout I think throughout the world that work on things and grab different projects. So that is why we say if we don't have it, if we dream it, they might be able to do it. Everything, of course, comes with a cost, but we definitely want to prioritize those things. But if you do similar to 211virginia.org, like get local resources, get help, and then have that button directly go to search.211virginia.org, you can certainly do that right now. But we are pushing and advocating for this widget to be a thing that we could give to agencies because we think that would be really neat too.
Yes, that's something that we've been chatting with them about too. They currently do it by language, so we can add as many languages as they have available. Right now, I think it's fewer than 3% of all of our calls, contacts, or anything are in any language other than English or Spanish. So we're starting with English and Spanish for for the public search. Again, every language will still be accommodated for all the rest of our services. But if you have a specific language that you're seeing a lot of clients that are using that you think they should be able to use when they navigate public search, we're absolutely welcoming that feedback. It's just an additional cost to add each language.
Mhm. Because it's ran through an API that's created through our Vision Link platform with Connect 211. So it's not as simple as, and I'm sure you all know this, it's just like translating a page. It's actually integrated to be able to be searchable by that language. So that way it is actually truly accessible. And so that's what we're hoping to offer with Spanish. But as Mary said, that is something that we can look at. We just used our contact center data and how we made a lot of decisions up front. But if there are more, that is it's an expense. It's not as expensive as some of the other options to continue to add on different types of language too.
Yeah, and once again, that language translation,
Yeah.
yeah, that language translation and accessibility is absolutely still one of our top priorities. And we do work with TransPerfect to make sure that live chat, text, emails, phone, all of those are still available in a multitude, 300 plus now. I don't know, so many different
A lot of
languages.
languages. Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to your eligibility with agencies, if they offer any type of language access or translation services or can offer that within their agencies, we also want to know that. So we're making sure that we give those referrals out to non-English speaking.
Awesome. And that's great feedback. Thank you, Erica. I think Arabic is high on our list of not English or Spanish in terms
Yeah.
of most popular
Yeah.
languages.
Right now, I mean, you're comparing like less than 12 people versus thousands. But again, if people can't access something, they're not accessing it. So the numbers only reflect who's accessing it and who's able to. So absolutely, we really appreciate the feedback.
Thank you. All right, I think we've got about 20 minutes of your time. So I'm going to go ahead and roll into our scavenger hunt game that's going to help you all get connected and kind of search the website. If you do have questions, feel free to keep them coming. We'll do our best to monitor those via the chat. And of course, we'll be available all week via email as well. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to my colleague Nelson. He is our specialist for the East Central region. And we're going to go ahead and play a little game to really make this a party.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for taking the time to celebrate the 211 week with us. Hope you're all having a fantastic time. So thank you again for being with us. So here's the 211 Virginia scavenger hunt. And in the next couple of slides, we'll go together and look at the assignment, which is using the providing clues on the 211 Virginia.org to solve the scavenger hunt. You will have 2 minutes per round to figure it out. So number one, to contact information for at least one member of the 211 Virginia Community Engagement Team. Number two, the date of the Richmond Times-Dispatch article about energy bills in Virginia. Number three, the date for one upcoming event on the event calendar. And remember, this is on 211virginia.org.
I'm going to go ahead and start our 2-minute timer.
Okay.
And you guys can just keep track of your answers on your own kind of sheet of paper. If you want to direct message us, you can direct message us. We're going to go a little bit by honor code here, I think. I'm going to see if I can find them too. We got 1 minute left. mean, I'll just answer live, I guess. I don't have to type while we're all working. Lynchburg would fall under our West Central region. That's currently represented by our director, Amanda Holcomb, or me. I'm right north of Lynchburg, so I can come down and help y'all out as well. All right, and it looks like we're getting some answers coming in, so I'm going to count us down in the last 15 seconds or so. So I'm going to count down from 10 because I don't know that I can count down from 15 with the amount of sleep I got this week. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, pencils down.
Okay, let's see on the chat.
Yeah, I'm seeing I got some direct messages. Thank you.
Direct message. Okay.
So we got a couple people that finished it. If you finished it and didn't send us our messages, if you just want to put in the chat that you found however many clues you found. Nice. Awesome. We'll see if round 2 is a little harder for y'all. Go ahead, take it away, Nelson.
Okay, so round 2. 1, locate the toll-free number that you can use to contact 211 Virginia. Number 2, the 2 emergency support function that 211 Virginia is part of. And number 3, the newsletter subscription form.
I'm going to give y'all a minute 30 for this one because you were too good at round 1. So I'm going to start your time right now. Although if you ask a question and you keep me busy during the minute 30, it might go a little longer. So. Thank you, Tara.
I see Firefly still here. I'm like, can they win? No.
No, John and Sarah can't win.
Yeah.
They're going in and moving things as we talk.
John, I shared your I was like, Firefly's COO has a degree in taxonomy. So we're gonna put them to work a few different ways.
All right, 30 seconds. If y'all find them all this time too, I might make the 3rd round really short.
Or that bonus round, throw everyone off.
That's right. Yeah, y'all don't even know we have up our sleeves. All right, 5 seconds. And time. How'd we do? I got some direct messages. People have found them.
Hello.
Nice. John, did you find them? Love the screenshots. We've even got presentations going. Y'all are on top of it. Not find the toll-free number. Perfect. That means we get to show y'all where it is. As soon as I pull it back up. Yep, that's correct. And if you want to find that on the website, right here in the header, when you go to call now, this little button takes you to our contact us page with dial 211, our caller toll-free number right there at the top. But that is a little arrow, so that one is a little bit of a hard one. right, round 3, Nelson.
Okay, round 3. Number 1, how does 211 Virginia work? Infographic. Number 2, the name of 2 state partners of 211 Virginia. And number 3, the links to our social media profiles.
1 or 2 of these are a little
2
hard.
minutes,
So,
1 minute 30.
1 minute 15. Y'all are getting it too quick. But I did start time. And I don't know about y'all, but I am watching outside the window as our roads just get covered up with snow. I hope everyone is staying warm and safe today. $30. Karen got all. I'm getting some messages. People found at least the first one. We're close, y'all. I'll give y'all a minute 30. These are tough. 15 more seconds.
Don't give me any more time. I'm not going to do any better.
I don't know. Those extra 15 seconds make all the difference. 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, how do we do? How many got all 3? Then we got at least a couple found the infographic. Oh, only 1. Maybe we should have rearranged the time. Next time we do this, the first round will be the short one, the last round will be the long one. But I hope y'all enjoyed getting to kind of play around and navigate the website. Jessica coming through the screenshots again. I love the presentations. All right. Nelson, it's your time to shine.
Okay, so in the next exercise, we're gonna try to find out how many letters F can you identify on the following sentence. So the future of 211 Virginia depends on the strength of its partnership, the dedication of its staff, and the functionality of its database.
Now I'm gonna give us 1 minute to look at this and get your answers in. Seeing lots of different answers.
Lots of numbers there.
Lots of different numbers.
Ended 7 from America.
I will say I wrote the sentence and I got it wrong. So, all right, 10 seconds. 2, 1, time. Okay, I have a couple people that amended their answers to include some more.
My final answer, 7, I see there.
Perfect.
Shoot 7.
Ooh, Nelson, you want to make the big reveal?
There you go. So the future has 1, off 2, off again 3, this off again 4, staff has double F, then functionality another F, and then off before the if database. So congratulations to all to get it right. That get right.
Good job, everybody. Awesome. Yeah, we thought this would just be a fun, exactly, a fun little game exercise in proofing and how you always want to have people like Karen, Alicia, I'm scrolling, Karen again, Maya, okay, and Leslie, all of y'all. We always want to have one of y'all on the team to make sure you are proofreading everything that we do and making sure that you're counting everything. We rely on our partners, and this is exactly why.
Why? Yeah. And you know, sometimes it doesn't, you can be focused on things and it still can skip a little, you know, and that's where collaboration and partnership is so important.
Exactly. Awesome. So thanks y'all for playing. Oh, and so the slide says so too. Thanks for playing. We are going to enter our very last little section of today. I'm going to pass it over to our newest member of the team, Lori, just to chat through some ways that you can connect with us. Again, if you do have any more questions, you're still welcome to utilize the chat. We have about 10 more minutes of session time today, so we'll work on answering those as we go through.
All right. Again, I'm Lori Mann. I'm the newest member of this community engagement team. I'm really excited to be a part of this, and it's my first 211 week ever. So I'm learning just as much as everybody else is along the way. So I'm going to just briefly touch on a few ways that everybody can remain connected with 211 Virginia and utilize everything that we have to offer, and hopefully help us help you use all the tools that we have to best meet your needs. So
awesome. And Lori, I can hear you okay, but it sounds like your volume's coming through a little low. Is there a way for you to get closer to a mic, or would you like me to just do the last couple slides?
could be the weather. So
there
it
you
might
are.
be
You
it
fixed
might
it.
be best for you to do it, Mary, just so everybody can hear me. So
We can hear
thanks.
you
Nice to
now.
meet everybody.
We can
Whatever
hear
you
you
did,
now,
just fix
Lori.
it. Yeah.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Hello.
So we're just going to go with it until my volume runs out again. So the first way that everybody can remain connected with us, of course, is to train your team, provide just general information that you already have about 211 Virginia, and also encourage them to attend some of our informational sessions. Of course, we've got a few more sessions coming up this week. So you can connect with your community engagement specialists and set those up, just to make sure that everybody on your staff and your volunteers have up-to-date information about what's going on with us. The next one is one that I think we've spent a lot of time on today, is getting to know your community engagement specialist by, that's our squad, I guess. But yeah, identify who we are, get our contact information. I think that was part of your scavenger hunt, so you may already have it. And reach out to us for specialized support information, again, providing those trainings for your staff and so on, all those ways that we can help you guys. You can also stay up to date on things that we're doing by subscribing to our newsletter and following us on all of our social media platforms with the handle @211 Virginia. And of course, we really want you to utilize this brand new website that we have. Utilize all those elements and check in pretty frequently as we expand and update everything, just so you're always on top of what we've got going on over there. So again, here's a snapshot of everybody in the regions that we represent and support, starting with me over here on the far west end. I have a pretty big area here, so I'm pretty excited to drive around all these haulers and get to know everybody. And then moving west, we've got Amanda, who is in the West Central region. Next, we've got Mary, who you've heard from all day, who is doing our Northwest. We've got Nelson down here doing East Central, and Miss Darian, who is in Northern Virginia, and Brittany is in the Southeast. So again, I think you found some of our social media links on the website. Here's some QR codes. It's just a quick way to get to those so that you can follow us on all those platforms. And then we've got, of course, our upcoming sessions the rest of the week. So we've got Decoding the Directory tomorrow, which I think everybody's really excited about. Data Detectives on Thursday, and then Partners in Problem Solving on Friday. And just as to support our partners, we wanted to throw out this slide with information about the 2025 Virginia Volunteerism Summit that's happening May 14th and 15th. And I think you can register at that link that's there at the bottom of your screen. I think that's it. I'll throw it back to Mary and Amanda.
Thank you so much, Lori. And thank you so much to everyone for spending your afternoon with us. You have officially earned your site launch party badge. We will get those emailed out to you this afternoon. So you can post those on social media, put them on your website, brag to all your friends that you have the coolest badge in the whole world because you attended a 211 week session on 211 day. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon with a hot drink, some 211 birthday cake, and probably a blanket because the snow is coming down outside. But we really, really appreciate y'all joining us. Please don't hesitate to reach out to our team, and please enjoy the new site. Send any feedback to us and let us know what you need throughout the week. We'll be here for you, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 11.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for spending your time with us.